Weeds do not take a day off. They push through mulch, crawl across borders, and undo hours of hard work in a single weekend. Sprays are messy. Hand pulling is exhausting. But there is a simpler fix, and it has been sitting in front of gardeners the whole time. Ground covers. Plant the right ones and they spread into a living carpet so dense that weed seeds never even reach the soil. No light, no water, no room to grow, no weeds. It really is that simple. Welcome back to Senior's Gardening Advice. Sam here. And today we are going through 10 ground covers for 2026 that choke out weeds fast, look stunning doing it, and ask almost nothing of you once they take hold. Stick around, because every single one of these solves a different problem in your garden. And if this channel has ever saved your Saturday, hit subscribe before we start. Plant 1. Lithodora diffusa. We are starting with the showstopper. Lithodora Grace Ward produces vivid, electric blue, star-shaped flowers that cover the plant in spring, set against dark, glossy evergreen foliage. The contrast is dramatic enough to stop people walking past your yard. This is a true evergreen ground cover, which means the coverage does not disappear in winter the way many flowering plants do. The foliage stays low, dense, and intact through the cold months, so the soil underneath stays shaded and protected from weed germination all year long, not just during the growing season. Lithodora prefers well-drained, slightly acidic soil and full sun, though it will tolerate light afternoon shade in hotter climates. It does not like heavy clay or soil that stays soggy, so if your ground drains poorly, work in some compost or coarse sand before planting. Space young plants around 12 to 18 inches apart, and expect it to take 1 to 2 seasons to fully knit together into a solid mat. Once it does, it spreads by trailing stems that root as they touch the ground, which is why it performs so beautifully along the edge of a raised bed or cascading over a low retaining wall. Watering needs are moderate while it establishes, then light once mature. It does not like to be fed heavily. A light application of balanced fertilizer in early spring is plenty. Deadheading is not required, but a light trim after the main spring bloom will keep the mat tight and can sometimes trigger a smaller second flush later in the season. Because it is evergreen and low-growing, it also works well as a border edge that keeps a clean line without any mowing or trimming equipment involved. If you only plant one ground cover from this whole list, this is the one most gardeners regret not planting sooner. Plant 2. Creeping phlox. Number 2 is the most dramatic bloomer on this list. When creeping phlox spring bling pink hits its peak in early spring, bright pink flowers blanket the entire plant so completely that you can barely see the foliage underneath. It transforms slopes, border edges, and rock gardens almost overnight, and it is the kind of plant that makes neighbors stop and ask what it is. The rest of the year, the needle-like, semi-evergreen foliage stays low, tight, and neat, forming a dense mat that weed seeds simply cannot penetrate. This plant wants full sun, at least 6 hours a day, and well-drained soil. It is remarkably tolerant of poor, rocky, or sandy soil. In fact, rich, heavily fertilized soil can actually make it leggy and reduce blooming, so resist the urge to overfeed it. Plant at about 12 to 15 inches apart for full coverage within 2 seasons. Creeping phlox is highly drought-tolerant once established, needing supplemental water only during extended dry spells. It spreads steadily through woody stems that root along the ground, and while it is not aggressive enough to become invasive, it will happily fill in gaps year after year. The best placement is anywhere it can spill downward, over a retaining wall, down a slope, or along the top of a dry-stacked stone border, because the trailing growth habit creates a flowing waterfall effect when it blooms. After flowering, a light shearing keeps the mat compact and encourages denser growth for the following spring. This is a plant that rewards very little effort with one of the biggest visual payoffs in the entire garden. Plant 3. Ajuga. Number 3 earns its place through color alone, even before it flowers. Ajuga Burgundy Glow has variegated foliage that blends green, cream, and deep burgundy into a rich, textured carpet that holds visual interest through the entire growing season, not just during bloom time. In spring, upright spikes of blue-violet flowers rise a few inches above the leaves, adding a second layer of color and pulling in bees and other pollinators. This ground cover spreads through surface runners called stolons, which root into the soil as they extend outward, gradually building a dense, weed-suppressing mat with very little input from the gardener. It adapts to both full sun and partial shade. Why? CH makes it one of the most flexible entries on this entire list, and it is genuinely one of the best options for that tricky spot under trees or shrubs, where grass refuses to grow and most flowering plants struggle. Ajuga prefers moist, well-drained soil, though it tolerates short, dry spells once mature. Space plants roughly 8 to 12 inches apart since it fills gaps quickly, sometimes within a single growing season. Because it spreads so readily, it is worth installing a physical edge, like a paver strip or buried edging, if you want to keep it contained to a specific bed rather than creeping into the lawn. It handles light foot traffic reasonably well, which makes it a smart choice between stepping stones. Watch for crown rot in soil that stays waterlogged. Good drainage is the one condition this plant genuinely needs to thrive. Plant 4, Sedum spurium. Number 4 is about as close to a zero-maintenance ground cover as you can get. Sedum dragon's blood is a tough, succulent plant that actually changes color with the seasons, developing deep reddish tones by late summer and into autumn that add real warmth to the landscape when most other plants are fading. In summer, clusters of small pink star-shaped flowers rise across the surface, creating a soft contrast against the darker, fleshy foliage below. This plant thrives in full sun and tolerates drought better than almost anything else on this list, because it stores water directly in its thick leaves, allowing it to survive extended dry periods with little to no irrigation once established. It also handles poor, rocky, or sandy soil that would cause most other ground covers to struggle, which makes it a perfect solution for the driest, most neglected corner of your property. Plant dragon's blood about 10 to 12 inches apart in soil that drains well, since the one thing succulents genuinely cannot tolerate is sitting in wet ground. It spreads by trailing stems that root along their length, forming a tight, continuous mat within 1 to 2 seasons that leaves no bare soil for weeds to exploit. Maintenance is minimal, no regular feeding is required, and watering is really only necessary during the first few weeks after planting while roots establish. It is ideal for dry slopes, rock gardens, gravel beds, or any hot, sunny strip along a driveway or walkway that is difficult to water by hand. Plant 5, micro clover. Number 5 is a newer name that has been getting serious attention from landscapers and gardening experts heading into 2026, and for good reason. Micro clover is a dwarf variety of white clover, bred specifically to create dense, even coverage without the tall stems and heavy flowering of standard clover. It forms a soft, cushiony mat that suppresses weeds not just by blocking light, but by actively improving the soil it grows in. Because it is a legume, micro clover fixes nitrogen from the air directly into the soil, which means it naturally feeds itself and any grass planted around it, cutting down significantly on the need for fertilizer. It is remarkably adaptable, tolerating a wide range of soil types, sun exposure, and even moderate foot traffic, which makes it one of the few ground covers on this list that can handle a path, a side yard, or a low-use lawn area. It also stays green through hotter, drier stretches that would stress out traditional turf grass, and it resists common lawn diseases better than grass alone. Micro clover is typically established from seed rather than nursery plants, and it germinates and fills in quickly, often within a matter of weeks under good conditions. It can be sown on its own or mixed directly into an existing lawn to thicken it and crowd out weeds from within. One thing to know, most broadleaf herbicides will kill microclover along with the weeds, so once it is established, spot treat individual weeds by hand rather than using a broadcast weed killer. Mowing on a high setting occasionally keeps it tidy, and reduces flowering if bee activity is a concern around children or pets. Plant 6, Veronica. Number 6 opens the spring season with a genuine flood of color. Veronica Georgia Blue is an evergreen ground cover that erupts with masses of brilliant blue flowers in early spring, covering the entire surface like a painted carpet before most other plants in the garden have even woken up. Once the bloom fades, the plant settles into tidy, compact, deep green foliage that holds its shape and color for the rest of the year. This ground cover spreads gradually through low, trailing stems, and importantly, it does so without becoming invasive, which makes it a safe, reliable choice for gardeners who want reliable coverage without worrying about it taking over neighboring beds. It adapts well to both full sun and partial shade, giving it real versatility across different areas of the yard, from open borders to the dappled light beneath a small tree. Plant Georgia Blue about 10 to 14 inches apart in well-dry, Ned soil and expect a full, tight mat within 1 to 2 growing seasons. It requires minimal feeding, light watering once established, and essentially no pruning beyond an optional light trim after flowering to keep the mat neat. It is an excellent choice along the front of a mixed border, beneath flowering shrubs, or anywhere you need a low, spreading plant to visually tie different parts of a garden bed together. Because the evergreen foliage persists through winter, the soil stays shaded and protected from weed seeds even during the colder months when many other ground covers die back. Plant 7, Sweet Woodruff. Number 7 is a cottage garden classic that is having a genuine resurgence, and once you understand what it offers, it is easy to see why. Sweet woodruff produces whorled, bright green leaves that build into a soft, dense mat at ground level, and in late spring the whole plant is scattered with tiny white, star-shaped flowers that add a delicate, airy texture to shaded beds. What sets this plant apart from almost everything else on this list is fragrance. When the foliage is touched, brushed against, or crushed underfoot, it releases a fresh, sweet scent, which makes weeding or simply walking near it a genuinely pleasant experience rather than a chore. It holds through mild winters as a semi-evergreen ground cover in many climates, meaning the coverage does not fully disappear even in the off-season. Sweet woodruff prefers shaded to partially shaded conditions with consistently moist, humus-rich soil, making it an ideal solution for woodland gardens, the north side of a house, or beneath deciduous trees and shrubs where sunlight is limited and grass will not grow. Space plants about 8 to 10 inches apart, since it spreads readily through underground rhizomes once conditions suit it. It is not a fan of hot, dry, sunny spots, so match the location carefully. Maintenance is genuinely minimal. Occasional watering during dry spells is usually all it needs, and the dense mat it forms locks out weeds so effectively that established beds rarely need any hand weeding at all. Plant 8, Pachysandra terminalis. Number 8 is the plant every gardener eventually reaches for when nothing else will grow. Pachysandra terminalis green carpet is a shade specialist that spreads through underground runners, gradually filling bare soil beneath trees and shrubs, exactly the kind of spot where grass gives up and weeds tend to take over instead. It forms glossy, deep green colonies that stay attractive through all 4 seasons, which is rare for a ground cover this shade-tolerant. Small white flower spikes appear in spring, adding a subtle seasonal touch, but the real value here is the foliage itself, thick, lush, and dense enough that weed seeds cannot find the light or space needed to germinate underneath it. Pachysandra performs best in full to partial shade with consistently moist, well-drained soil, and it genuinely struggles in direct hot sun, so this is a plant for the shady side of the garden, not the sunny one. It is worth knowing up front that Pachysandra is slow to establish, often taking 2 to 3 seasons before it fully closes in, but once it does, the payoff is significant, essentially maintenance-free ground cover for years. Space plants about 6 to 12 inches apart for faster coverage, and keep the soil consistently moist during the first year while roots are developing. After that, watering needs drop considerably. Use it under large trees, along north-facing borders, or in any shaded spot that has always looked bare and patchy no matter what you have tried there before. Plant 9. Creeping thyme. Number 9 combines beauty, practicality, and fragrance in one low-growing package. Creeping thyme pink chintz forms a dense mat of tiny, aromatic leaves that spread steadily across the soil surface, and in early summer, soft pink flowers cover the plant in a delicate blanket of color that pollinators love. This variety thrives in full sun with well-drained soil and becomes extremely drought-tolerant once established, holding its density and color even through summer heat that would thin out less resilient ground covers. One of its most loved qualities is what happens when it is stepped on. Crushed foliage releases a gentle, pleasant fragrance, which turns a simple garden path into a small sensory experience every time you walk it. Plant pink chintz about 6 to 12 inches apart, since it spreads quickly in the right conditions and can fill gaps within a single season. It handles light foot traffic well, which is unusual among flowering ground covers, making it an excellent choice between stepping stones, along the edges of a gravel path, or as a lawn alternative in small, dry, sunny areas where mowing is more trouble than it is worth. Maintenance is minimal. An occasional light trim after flowering keeps the mat tidy, and established plants need very little supplemental water outside of extreme D. Rot. Avoid heavy, poorly drained soil, since thyme is one of the few plants on this list that can actually die from too much kindness in the form of overwatering. Plant 10. Mazus reptans. Closing out the list at number 10 is a fast-spreading ground cover that quietly does more work than its delicate appearance suggests. Mazus reptans alba produces small white flowers over a dense, low green mat in late spring, bringing a soft, clean look to garden borders and pathways that is genuinely hard to replicate with any other plant on this list. Its exceptionally low profile, usually no more than 2 inches tall, makes it ideal for filling tight spaces and awkward gaps that taller ground covers simply cannot reach, particularly between flagstones or pavers. What puts this plant in such a useful spot on the list is how quickly it establishes and spreads without much encouragement from the gardener, combined with its tolerance for light foot traffic, a trait very few flowering ground covers can genuinely claim. Mazus prefers slightly moist soil and adapts well to both full sun and partial shade, which gives it more versatility than many of the strictly drought-focused options already covered. Space plants about 6 to 8 inches apart and expect a thick, continuous mat within a single growing season under good conditions. Once it settles in, that mat physically blocks weed seeds from ever reaching bare soil. Use it between stepping stones, along low border edges, or in any narrow strip where a tight, seamless ground layer is needed to make the whole garden feel finished and intentional rather than patchy. That is the full list, 10 ground covers that will change how your garden looks and how much of your weekend you get back. The secret with every single one is preparation. Clear the weeds that are already there, loosen the top few inches of soil, and match each plant to the light and moisture it actually wants. After that, they do the rest, spreading, thickening, and shutting weeds out for good. If one of these earned a spot in your garden, like this video, subscribe for more, and tell Sam in the comments which one you are planting first.